Yep.
There we go. Got it. Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Randy Bird. I'm excited to be here as your partner with EXP, and myself, Tom Daves, and Don Yoakum. We've been doing these team meetings for like coming up on 5 years now, I believe, and it's really about adding value to you. And today, I'm really excited to bring in a special guest. She's EXP now, which we had to keep secret for a while, but she's EXP now. She's all in, super excited about it. We've actually been friends for a long time. And she told me no 5 years ago. She told me no, but it's okay. She's here now. And let that be a lesson in your communications with your people that you care about, and you're exploring the opportunities here. But with no further ado, I'd love to introduce Tanya Memi. She is, like I said, a dear, close personal friend. Love her. I've followed her career for years. She was the host of Sell This House when we met on A&E, one of the best rated home shows forever. She was on TV for how long, Tanya? 20
Oh
years?
gosh. Yeah, like I'm up for another show right now too. So
It's
it
amazing.
hasn't stopped. The train has not stopped. But no, for like 20, 25 years, I've hosted over like
That's
10
amazing.
countries.
For
Yeah.
32, that's amazing. So you've been doing it since you were just an
Exactly.
adolescent child.
Yeah.
So, what I'd love to do maybe, Tanya, is let's start like this. I want you to brag on yourself a little bit. I know you don't like to do it. I can do it, but I'd like you not to miss some of the highlights, or me not to miss some of the highlights. Miss World Canada, um,
A
A&E's
long time
Sell
ago.
This House, Emmy nominated, blah, 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 right? It goes on forever. But do me a favor, brag on yourself a little bit so they understand who you are, kind of that little bit of edification. They understand who you are and why there's value in today's calling mastering the spotlight, right? Confidence on camera. That's really, really an important topic for people, and especially in the real estate space. So tell us a little bit about yourself, a little background, go as long as you want to, but let
Yeah.
people know who
Thanks,
Tanya
Randy.
is.
So I was Miss Canada many moons ago, long, long time ago. And then that's how I kind of got into the entertainment business. I always wanted to be an actress, and then I ended up on television hosting home design shows. So, and I come from a family that builds houses, from a construction family. And so it's just kind of serendipitous that I ended up on all these home design shows. My first one was on A&E called Sell This House. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but it was pretty big back in the day. Very
Mhm.
exciting. And that show was on for about 12 years. Then it went off the air, and then it came back for 3 years. We just finished filming that a couple of years ago. But yeah, so I've just been in the entertainment business and for a long time. And then after I had my child, Ava, who's 13 now, I decided I kind of wanted to take a little bit of time off to be a mom, because all the shows that I had been on, I was traveling a lot. And so I wasn't really the mother that I really wanted to be. So I had to make a decision. And then, so within those years, when I took some time off, I decided to kind of hand the baton over to others and really dig into teaching and mentoring. And now I'm a public speaking coach and a confidence on camera coach and a media coach and a real estate agent. So, and I'm really loving it. Yeah.
I
Yay.
love it. And you're down in the LA area, you're in Pacific Palisades,
Yeah.
Malibu, Sunset, the whole deal.
Yeah.
And I met your man OT down there, just superhuman as well. Really impressed with what you guys are doing, and you're getting back into real estate sales. Um,
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And so the entertainment business has changed too. So I do that and I'm doing this as well. So
I
yeah.
think it's a great crossover because in your shows, how many homes have you staged and sold over your TV career?
Around 500,
Yeah, that's
500
amazing.
houses across America.
500
Yeah.
homes on
Yeah.
camera staging and selling, not just,
Yeah.
trying taking a stab at it. So that's
Yeah.
really, really impressive. So when we talk about confidence on camera, what is it for most people, right? You've been in front of the limelight, you've been on camera for 20 plus years. Walk us through that. What did it look like in the beginning? Things probably have changed over time, but when did you really find that you had that true confidence on camera? Did it come very early because of the show's success, or what was that? What that look like? A lot of people
So
struggle with that.
A lot of people struggle with it, so many, and it does come with practice, you know? So I wasn't always, I mean, yes, I had practice through the years, but you have to build up some kind of confidence to take the first step. So it's all about taking that first step and then repeating and repeating and repeating. But I'll tell you guys a little story. When I was 15 years old, I was in the Miss Teen Niagara pageant, and this was devastating for me. And these things happen, okay? So before I say that, I'm going to rewind 1 minute, you know, when we're born, we are so confident. We're not afraid of failure. We get up, like, especially when we're learning to walk, right? We stand up, we fall, we get up, we fall. We're like, yeah, who cares? We don't care what people think of us. We're not afraid of judgment. We're not afraid of any of it. But there's usually something that happens along the line, whether it was a family member or a teacher or somebody who kind of really shut you down and made
Mhm.
you sort of not as confident when it came to being on camera, being on stage, communication. And so one time when I was 15 years old, I entered in the Miss Teen Niagara pageant because back in the day, you know, I knew I wanted to be an actress. I knew I wanted to be on stage, but there was nowhere to practice, right? So I get on stage and you know, there I am. I'm all nervous and I've got, you know, my palms are sweating. I'm 15. And every pageant girl is always afraid of what is that one question that the judges are going to ask when you're on stage, right? Like, so they asked me, what is euthanasia? Well, I'm 15 years old. I have a 13-year-old daughter. I don't even think she knows what that means, you know? And it's kind of a morbid topic, but I didn't know that. So here I am. I'm just like, what am I going to say? And thank God this was before cell phones because they were, you know, I wasn't able to be recorded. And so I said right there on stage, well, it's like the young people in an Asian country. I mean, no joke. This is what I said. And you could hear the laughs and you could hear, I mean, can you imagine 15 years old in front of hundreds of people? I was so humiliated, you guys. And I'm here to tell my story because, like, it didn't start off very well. Okay. And I did not want to be on camera. I didn't want, I mean, it could have been devastating. Like, if that happened with during the time of phones and
In today's
recorded,
world,
I mean, it would have been
yeah,
devastating. I think I would have never
TikTok
gotten,
City.
yeah. So, you know, my dad always said, well, this is like welcome to life. And this is what happens. And you just have to, if you fall off the horse, get back on and keep riding. And so a couple years later, then I went into the Miss Niagara pageant. This was when I was 18. And I was like, I'm going to try this again. And I studied and studied and studied and learned and did everything. And then I practiced and practiced and practiced. And then, you know, I went to win Miss Canada. So it does take practice. And that's kind of my little story on how I was devastated and shut down and I did not have any confidence. And so it does come with practice, but it also comes with just taking that first step and knowing that little part inside of you that you're worth it. Because right now we need to be on camera and in our videos to build our brands. Like it's so important now.
It
And
is.
yeah.
And if it was today, I mean, I could see that thing being stitched on TikTok 1,000 different
Oh,
ways, and that would be
yeah.
devastating for a young,
Devastating.
any young, person. So I'm so glad they didn't have cell phones when I
Me
was
too.
growing up because I
Me
was a
too.
little hood rat. I was a hoodlum, and it would have been, I would still be living that stuff down. But
Yeah.
so when you look at confidence on camera, walk us through maybe your program. By the way, at the end, there's going to be a special deal. This is a free training, but at the end, Tanya did some special things that I'm really shocked. I mean, she did a $6,000 program for like 197 bucks or something at the end. So, stay
I
with
know.
us if you're interested. And I appreciate you doing that. I asked you to do it for the organization. And by the way, everybody on this call, we're aligned organizationally, and
Yeah.
Tanya's in our organization. So remember, that's an edification for you as well, that one of your business partners is Tanya Memi. I think that is important for everybody to understand, because when you start doing camera and start doing all these things to up your game, use the benefits of your senior and fellow partners. So give us kind
Very
of the
accessible.
30,000. Yeah. Give us that 30,000 foot elevation view of what your program looks like, confidence on camera, how you walk people from maybe being, very scared and very, challenged with either the way they look, the way they sound. I hated the way I sound, still do. And it's so funny. Perspective has changed, right? People always go, "Oh my God, you have such an amazing voice. You sound like a radio DJ." And I'm like, this sounds like a radio DJ to you?
So good.
Literally, I still don't believe it, right? But the more I do, the more people they start hearing you and they start believing that you sound amazing or you look amazing. And it's really just a mountain you have to climb. It
Yeah.
just is.
Yeah. And I have a couple of people on the call too that took my course. They took the 12-week version of it. And one of them has to leave at 9:30. But I will start by saying though that, it all really starts with community. So you're not the only one. I mean, so many people are so afraid of getting on camera and being in their
Mm.
videos, and there's so many different reasons why. And it can start from anything from, well, I don't know how to post. I don't know how to make videos. I don't like the way I look. A lot of it stems from judgment.
Mm.
And it's a proven thing, and it's not just judgment from yourself, it's judgment from your family members, from your friends, from the people that you work with. We're so afraid to take that first step and be all that we are on camera because we're
Mm.
so afraid of judgment. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can, if you feel like talking about it in the chat room, that would be great. Like, what are some of the things that are holding you back? And so the first class, we really dig into what's holding you back, and we really talk about it. And once you realize that you're not the only one out there that feels this way, it is amazing the healing that happens just from that. And then once we kind of discuss it and this and that, and then we do lots of interactive exercises. Like, I do this one exercise that I love. I break you guys down into groups of 2 or 3, and you get to know each other. And again, it's all about the community. And then I'll have you kind of, do a little, like, I'll have you write something like about a funny story or something just that's easy to talk about. And then I'll have you do it with your camera on, your camera off, and then with both. And it's just to see like what people see on the other side. And 99% of the time, it's these amazing things that people see from you just from stepping into the video world. And we all have so much to offer. And then I really dig into the zone of authenticity. I'm really big on this. And so I teach you how you can mix in your real personality in with your branding, with your real estate business. And so it doesn't have to be just posting about homes, because clients really want to know who you are. They want to know the face behind the brand. It's more important now than ever. And a lot
Mm.
of people, they'll go to Instagram or social media to see, well, like, who is this person? Or if you're introduced to somebody, then what do? We go to their social media, right? So it's really showing those bits and pieces in your social media of who you really are authentically. And
Mm.
so I go through exercises talking about, what you're really good at and what you're passionate about and what you love to talk about, and just really dig into your zone of authenticity. And when you're fully in your zone, it is amazing how easy it is to talk on camera. And then we have the community is amazing. I have a Facebook group, and I have you guys doing this thing called the 30-day video challenge, where every day I send you a funny video. Like, I'll say, okay, and you get a video every day. It's in all in the Facebook group, but I'll say something like, okay, so today you're going to talk about your favorite hairstyle. So it's just basically to get you practicing what it's like on camera. And there's no pressure. Before, I used to have everybody do it in 30 days. Now I don't care if you do it in 3 months. Just try to get through a few of the videos, and everybody's encouraging each other, and everyone's there like talking about what's holding them back, what they feel like they could have done better. And I am telling you, by the end of that 30-day challenge and by the end of this course, like, you're feeling so much more confident. And
Mm.
it's a lot of fun, because being in video, I mean, it's like entertainment. It's not to be taken too seriously. Like, we cannot take ourselves too seriously. And so, but I would love to have, I think Martha's here. I'd love to have Martha or Donna, Tanya. There's 2 of my past students on this call, and I get
Yeah,
very,
I'd
very
love to hear what they
attached.
thought of it, what their experience was.
Yes,
Um,
I get so
Martha, do
attached to them.
you want to go?
Is Martha there? Are you ready?
I see Martha. Yeah, you can take yourself off mute.
Yeah, and I haven't spoken to her. I just said, hey, would you be willing to come
Oh,
in?
is that right?
Yeah, I just like, do you want to come in and talk about what you experienced? So I don't know what she's going to say, but she was amazing. Is she there?
You're muted, Martha. Oh, you know?
She's trying to figure it out.
Yeah, she can't unmute right
She
now.
can't unmute. I wonder if Danya's there. Is Danya here?
I'm here.
Yay, where are you? Okay, I can't see you.
Yes. You can't see me? Oh, there's like a grip of people on.
You are, yay.
Hello, good morning,
We
everyone.
got a couple of our close friends here.
I see that. The whole gang's here. So my name's Tanya Morgan Douglas, and I am a realtor and investor. And I basically took Tanya's class because I was tired of everybody saying, oh, you should make video, you should make video. And guys, believe it or not, I have thousands of videos on my phone. I just don't post them. And going through Tanya's class really just gave me the confidence, it gave me the courage. But not only that, what I really love about Tanya, and I think you guys can see this as she's talking, she's very personable, she's very encouraging. And also, the thing that really stood out is that during the class, she would tailor the lessons for us. We were all talking about something one day when we were practicing, and then she said, oh, you know what? Based on what you guys said, you know what? I have a friend that's a wardrobe stylist. I'm going to bring her in to talk to you guys about just dressing on camera, but in your own unique style. Because like I wear t-shirts every day. So, but still the wardrobe person came and helped me. And I'm bringing that up because it's not just about, like she said, the zone of authenticity, but she is trying to make you better, not only as a person, as a speaker, you know, on camera, off camera, it all works together. And so it's been really great. It's helped me communicate way better. And I would encourage you guys all to take it. You can go back and watch the videos, you can watch yourself, and it's amazing to see, even if you don't think you're making progress, you actually are making progress. You watch your first video, then you watch your 10th video, and you're like, oh my God, I'm not that bad. I don't like my voice, but I do sound okay. And everybody thinks the class is just for extroverts. Oh, all the extroverts are going to sign up, take the class, and they'll do well. But we had so many introverts in there. One of the guys that took the class, he's not even a realtor. I don't know how he got in the class, but his profession is he teaches people about the brain and their function and its function. So imagine trying to make videos about that. That sounds like the most boringest thing in the world. But Tanya helped him talk about it in a way that was fun, and we all encouraged him, and it's just really cool. So I would encourage everyone. I know I'm probably talking too much, but I would really encourage you guys to take it. She's very genuine. She helps you be yourself. You don't have to be like anybody else. So stop comparing, stop watching other people on video. Take the class, and she's going to help you be you. Just be yourself and how you want to come across on camera, and what you want to talk about, what you don't want to talk about, and how you can communicate about yourself and your business in a much better way than you're doing right now.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. That was so sweet. And I get so attached to everybody too. It's like we all did. How much the class is over now? How much do you miss it?
Yeah, Mama Tanya.
Thank you, Tanya. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah. And I think
Martha, did you fix your mic?
I did.
Yay.
I mean, it was the simplest thing, but you know how that goes, right? When you have to perform.
Well, you look beautiful on camera, so microphones don't count.
Thank you. Yeah, so my name is Martha Rangel. I am a realtor. And you know, I took Tanya's course along with her challenge in a moment where I was very much in my head about my capabilities, not only on social media, but within the business. And her energy really lifted me up. You guys can all tell that she comes in, and it was every time we jumped on, she came in with this burst of energy. It just changed my whole mood. And then there were these soft skills that she was sharing with us. There was these tools that she was sharing with us. She filtered out all these apps that are available. I know I used to go on there, okay, what camera do I get? What microphone do I get? What app works best for this? And she had filtered it out. Oh my gosh, it gave me so much peace to just know that she was already providing me the best of what was available. And then on top of that, she was helping me be okay with my authentic self. So I had heard comments of like, oh, you smile too much. You shouldn't smile as much. Or, oh, your voice, it sounds, some people say, oh, you have a great voice. And then the people, I can't stand it. So I wasn't one to be able to jump on the camera easily and then just record and post it. And through the practice of working with her and the challenge, I was recording with like a ponytail and on the spot. And then she walked me through how to be comfortable with using different angles, getting outdoors. Um, there was just so much that she had to offer that I took it not only for purposes of what I was doing on social media, but just for myself, just finding that confidence again of like, you know what, if you don't like my voice, it's okay. You can flip keep scrolling. If I smile too much, because there's an audience for everybody, and she helped me understand that too. Like, there's an audience for everybody. So for one person, they're gonna keep scrolling, but that's good. That's what you want anyway. Just like in business, not all clients are going to be for you, Martha. Some are not going to connect well, but that's good. They're saving you the hassle of like struggling through a transaction. It's okay, move on. There's somebody else that's going to be your client, your audience. So there was just so much growth in terms of what I was able to learn for confidence on camera, confidence in my business, and then just personally.
I love that, Martha. And that's what I heard. Confidence on camera seems like it's singular, but I think it leads into many things in business, right? Being confident in your abilities, being confident in your language, being confident in how you look all the time, right? And I think that is a multiple prong, benefit to what this confidence brings. Because real quick, everybody pay attention. Look at me real quick. Everybody on the thing. Raise up hands if you know you should be doing more video, but you're not because of something, right?
Yeah, something that's holding you back. Yeah.
Some of you are asleep still because there's no way. Everybody I talk to goes, I know I should do more video. I know that's something that can really move me forward in my business, whether it's, shorts and reels and YouTube and Instagram and all these things, but it's all related to the same thing. That's why I was really so passionate about this particular message today, is because once you get over that hump where you feel comfortable with it, and you're comfortable in your own skin. Because I remember doing a podcast with Tanya, and I felt uncomfortable. I'm like, here I am. She looks like $1 million and I have a face for radio. Why am I feeling this way in the podcast? And then I kind of have a way to just get over it, right? My personal thing is I just turn on the video, I just do it, and I don't give a lot of thought to it. I'm going to take your course too, by the way, because I think that's incredibly valuable. But I saw a couple hands go up. If you have questions, I'm happy to
Let me
take
know.
those, or you could post them into chat if you have questions. Tanya, do you want to show them like a highlight of, I know you had some presentation.
Yeah, I can
Do you
show
want
you.
to show them I'd like to give them some tangible, this is kind of the 30,000 foot look at this, and also some free training and benefits they can get from being on this call. I think that would be, I like to over deliver in those kind of areas.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen, right?
Okay, cool. Yep. And Eric should be able to make it so you could share.
Yeah, you can share already.
Okay, cool.
Can you guys
Thank
see
you.
that? I don't know why this is.
Yes, we could see it.
Oh, wait. Now you can see my whole camera thing. Hold on. See, these are the things that happen. Okay. Do you see the? Got it. Okay. Anyways, we're going to go here. All right. So, okay, so this is what this is called Crush It on Camera for real estate agents. It's a lot of fun. We have a blast doing it. These are some of the shows I've done. These are some of the shows. I don't know if you've seen Sell This House, but I was also on Smart Home Nation, which was on a couple years ago. Sell This House.
Corey Feldman, Terror Inside.
I had to put that there. You guys, I did one movie. Like it was, cult following. I had to put it there. I love Corey.
That is good.
And then I was on the Dabble Network alongside all of these, familiar faces. And so it's been a really cool run. And here I just put together some stats here. And these are true stats. So over 1 billion hours of video content is consumed every day on YouTube. So if you really think about it, right? Why are we not posting? Like, why are we not putting up video on YouTube? Because whenever you say to yourself, okay, well, I want to learn how to grow plants. I want to learn how to DIY this. Where do we go? We don't go to Instagram. We go to YouTube, right? How many of you go to YouTube whenever you ask yourself a question or you want to research something? And so many of us don't post enough on YouTube. So 72% of people prefer to consume video content over any other form of media. And that's, so these stats, if you read through them, they're pretty incredible. And they're true. Okay. So these are some of the things that we cover. Now, this is a 4-week course, so it's 4 classes of live. You get me live. They're not recorded. There's a lot of recorded tutorials because I can't get all of this information. Normally, this course is a 12-week course. That's how it started off. And then I thought, well, I'm going to put it down to like a 4-week. And then if you guys want to join again, if you like it, for another 4 weeks, because I do different things every 4 weeks. It's, I kind of keep it the same, but I change things up so that everybody, if you continue on, you have your community and then you also learn new things. But yeah, we go over authenticity and confidence and social media tips. I give you guys access to all of my contacts as well. Wardrobe stylists. I have makeup artists. My one friend is, she's the head makeup artist at The Bachelor, Bachelorette, and The Golden Bachelor. And so I'm trying to get her to do a class. She's a little afraid to be on camera, but she'll show up to do this. And anyway, yeah, we have lots of interactive group activities. I have a friend of mine who sell this house for 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And he also teaches the home tour recording tutorial, which I have recorded for now. But if people really love that, then I'll have him come on again as one of our guests. And you guys can ask him any question you want. Visibility, engagement, we talk about that. That just happens to go up whenever when you show yourself more in your videos. Lots of industry experts. I have a friend of mine who's actually going viral as we speak on Instagram and on TikTok, and he has direct communication with Meta. So there's all these things that like you don't know until you know if you're going viral. It is amazing the world of social media that opens up to you. And so he was one of my favorite guest speakers. I can have him on again, but right now I have him. That's going to be one of the recorded ones as well. But it depends. Like if you guys really love that, I can also have him come in. Personal coaching. You have me every day, and then whoever joins will get a 30-minute one-on-one with me for personal coaching, and then video editing basics. So we go through basics. I'm going to do a basics video editing basics class where you download like the app that is the easiest to use. I kind of clear some of that up, and that may be recorded or not. It just depends on what you guys want, what you need. And then remember, it's such a beautiful, safe environment. It's like I said, the community is so wonderful. Everyone supports each other. And every time you're doing one of your videos and you post it in the Facebook page, and the reason why I have the Facebook page too is so that you can practice without having to go and post your videos publicly. So you can post it privately just amongst others that are kind of doing the same thing. And that Facebook page is for others who have either taken the course and want to stay within the community, and you can kind of ask questions, and like it's a whole beautiful community that we have there. And then we have, so this is just one of the things that we talk about. We do a whole class on the trust triangle. And in order to really gain trust with your audience, you need authenticity, you need connection, and you need confidence. These are the 3 things. If one of those things is missing, the trust of the person or your clients on the other end that are watching your videos it's just not working. It doesn't work. So how do you get authenticity? Well, I go over the zone of authenticity and what really works for you and how you can bring out your unique self on camera, where you don't have to like have it all scripted and you don't have to like practice and practice and practice until it's perfect. Because when you really tap into your authentic self, you're really speaking from your heart and it's easy, and then connection has everything to do with charisma. And so I talk about there's the 3 levels of expression. So I'm doing an overall view, very quick view here, Randy, but we talk about 3 levels of expression. And like the top level is like when you're loud and you're big and how you can really draw people in on the other side by being that way. And then when you're just yourself, which is just the middle range, and then the quiet and slow and quiet way of communicating. And when you bring those 3 levels into your videos, you're already connecting, you're already creating that engagement, and trust is built from that. If you watch
I never thought of it that way. It's
right.
So true, because I'm thinking of myself watching other videos, and it's very quick if you decide that they're connecting with you and you feel like there's authenticity or trust there or not, right?
Yeah.
It could happen very quickly.
And you know within the first few seconds whether or not you want to swipe or whether or not you trust that person or not. Because
True.
whether you're good on camera or not, it's when you're watching somebody in their videos, do you trust them? Do you believe what they're saying? Do they come across like they know what they're saying? Because there's a lot of people out there where you're like, okay, I don't know if I believe this person, right? We'll just go to the next. But it's yeah, so once you kind of really master that, it becomes it's a beautiful place to feel like videos, and you're not that far away from it than you think. This is the 3 levels of expression. Now, my daughter, she's 13. She made this slide. I let her make this slide. So yeah, so we talk, there's so much, like there is so much, this whole program could literally be like 3 months long, but I narrowed it down for Randy to be 4 weeks. And I'm just like, what do I teach in 4 weeks? Because there's so much, and it's a lot of fun.
I'm clearly a little quiet
So if
guy.
you're a real estate professional, I want to ask you this. Are you so tired of being invisible, completely invisible online? Are you frustrated with trying to stand out in this super competitive real estate market? You getting tired of that? Well, what if I told you that the secret to attracting more clients and closing more deals and building the brand that you've always dreamed of, it's already in your hands? Yep, that's right. It's in your hands. It's right here. It's your phone, your camera, your ability to connect with the people and your clients on the other side is all through video. But here's the thing. I know that it's not easy to hit record. You know, it's not easy to hit record because then you feel like you don't like the way that you look or the way that you sound, or you're judging yourself, self-judging. You're afraid to post any videos because you're afraid of who's going to see them on the other end. You have no idea what to say. You don't know how to make your videos look professional, all those things. Okay? Maybe you've tried posting before and it just didn't work. So then what do? You just don't post and you give up. I get it. But you're not alone, because so many real estate professionals struggle with the exact same thing. But guess what? It doesn't have to be that way. This is where Crush It on Camera for Real Estate Professionals comes in. This is my 4-week step-by-step course designed specifically for real estate professionals just like you, to help you become more confident on camera, to help you build your personal brand and finally start creating engaging, authentic videos that actually attract clients. You see, I've been on TV for over 20 years, helping families stage and sell their home across America for a long time. So what I did is I'm taking everything I know about being in front of the camera and I'm sharing it with you. I mean, imagine no more awkwardness, no more feeling like you don't know what to do or know what to say. And best of all, no more scrambling to figure out how to film, edit, and post, because I'm going to teach you all of that in this course. So here's what you're going to gain when you join. Weekly in-depth lessons where I'll cover everything from overcoming camera anxiety to mastering simple editing techniques to creating content that actually sells. We're going to do live group calls, group coaching calls, and this is where you get personalized feedback from me and our guest experts. We have lots of guest experts, and you can ask tons of questions. You're going to get advice. You can connect with other real estate agents that are going through the exact same thing, and I make it a lot of fun. Also, I'm going to teach you simple editing tools and posting plans that'll make your life, oh my goodness, so much easier. We're talking step-by-step guidance on how to create professional content without the overwhelm. And one of my personal faves is access to our private community of real estate pros. It's kind of like having your very own accountability squad cheering you on every step of the way, because we're going to be doing this together. Listen, your clients need to see you. They need to hear your voice. That's how you build trust on the other side of the lens. And that's how you stand out. And that's how you grow your business. But it's not just about video for social media. Imagine the power of confidently hosting your virtual tours and sending personalized video messages to your clients. Wouldn't they love that? Or absolutely owning your Zoom calls and feeling confident about it. It's about becoming the face of your brand and stepping into the spotlight in every aspect of your business and feeling good about it. And it really doesn't matter if you're a beginner at this business or if you've been in the business for a long time. My program, Crush It on Camera, specifically created for real estate agents, is designed to meet you where you are and then take it to the next level.
Yay. Okay.
Yay.
So now we'll take some questions and answers.
Oh, I love that.
I didn't realize it was, wait a minute, I didn't realize it was coming on that quickly and it was that long.
So it's all good. It's all good. So let's save this slide for the end, Tanya. Let's take it
Okay.
off cross share for a
Let me
minute.
stop sharing for a minute here.
Yeah, it's all right. No problem.
That's
So
scared.
here's what's coming up for me. And, you know, I think it's so powerful what you're doing because every agent I've ever coached, every agent I've ever talked to, being on camera is one of their top priorities. It's one of the
Yeah.
things they want to commit to, but they just don't, and they can't figure it out, right? And it comes from confidence, to be honest. It comes from that. And then what to say, they freeze up when they get in a situation or they can't plan what they're going to do and all this stuff. And what comes up for me is your avatar, your perfect client is going to attract to who you are authentically.
Yes.
Meaning that if you like, I'm a hat guy. I wear hats all the time. I actually have some hair, but I'm a hat guy. And so when I first did it, I was taking off my hat. I was doing things. I was being somebody I wasn't normally, right? I was trying to be what I thought was the vision of being on camera. And then one of my
Right.
buddies, Jimmy Rex, which is crushing it in coaching, he's got hundreds of thousands of people on his Instagram. He looks like this every time. It's almost his calling card now. So, but he wears his hat like that in real life, right? So people are getting to see him of how he
Yeah.
really is. And what I'm getting from this is this will allow people to become who they really are, to attract the people that really are attracted to that. And they may repel or they may, you know, even alienate some people that don't attract with that message. Right?
It's so true. And like
I
Martha said,
use
you
a lot
find
of
your-
humor. And
Yeah.
when you use humor, you have a chance of, you know, upsetting half of the people sometimes.
And that's okay.
Yeah,
That's
and it's
totally
okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
And like Martha said, you find your tribe. Like not everybody is going to like what you're doing or like what you look like or like what you're putting out there. And it doesn't matter because you're going to find your
Oh,
tribe and those are going to be the most loyal clients. Those are the
I
people that you
love
want.
it. I
Yeah.
love it. Well, I really, you know, I mean, I really appreciate you putting this together, especially for the organization. And I was shocked at the price you gave us of $397, and I was like, "Hey, I really, really appreciate that." And I'm gonna send you a discount code. And I'm like, "This is like free." So we really appreciate you. We're gonna make it available to everybody. I want to open up for a little Q&A. If you have
Yeah.
a
Love that.
takeaway from this, if you have an aha, if you have a holy moly moment, I'd like you to share because I think other people will feel the same way. And you may answer their question that they're maybe a little embarrassed or, you know, nervous to ask. So
Yeah.
you could raise your hand, you could put it in chat, I'll call on you. But if you're one of those people like me that even to this day, everybody goes, "Oh my God, I see your stuff everywhere. Oh my God, you sound so good on camera." And I'm saying this about the minority because the majority doesn't say that. But when I hear that, it reinforces my belief that I'm doing the right thing and I need to do more video. So as we sit here right now, I just met with Nikita this week going, I want to have 5 days of video. We have to plan it out because, you know, I'm that guy that goes, "Hey, I'm in Puerto Rico today and we're sitting by the pool," and that's great, but it's not planned out. And I love how you talked about strategizing a plan coming up, and it makes you feel more confident. That's the only word I could think of. And so I had Nikita just literally this week because we were talking about this meeting today. We laid out the rest of the year and we said we're going to do this topic, and all of a sudden it just liberated me. It's like I know exactly what I'm going to plan for and do. So with that, any questions, any takeaways, anything you want to talk about? I am going to look here. What type of phone is best to get started? I have an Android, but willing to change. Robin, yes, throw the Android in the lake and buy an iPhone immediately.
Yes. Okay. So you answered that for me, Randy.
I'm
No, it's just, I
totally,
mean,
totally.
I do find that I do find iPhones a lot easier. They're user friendly. They're made for creating videos and all the and for media and stuff like that. So but you can also, if you're really good at using an Android, you can figure your way out with that too. Like it's all, you know, as long as you can get onto Instagram and your social media, as long as you can post stuff to YouTube from your Android, and it's, you know, you'll be good. Because it's not
Yeah.
really about the phone. It's about you. It's about what you give to your videos. It's not
Yeah.
always the equipment, you know. The
Yeah.
phone is important, but it's
You do have some secrets, Tanya, that you talk about with microphones and lighting and
yes.
editing stuff. That is all in your program, correct?
Yeah, I have clickable links that show you, you know,
Awesome. Awesome.
what the best is of what to buy.
Awesome. Well, we got a couple questions. I want to honor that. So Tom Costello, how you doing, partner?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Oh yeah, you know Tom.
Tom's a
That's
friend of mine. I
right.
know Tom.
That's right. We talked about
Tanya.
this. Tom knows
Hi.
everybody. He's like a legend in the Valley of
He
LA.
is. He
I,
is.
I wish. So I am so excited about this. Tanya is a dear friend. I've known her for years, similar to Randy, but Randy had the intelligence to go, Tanya needs to be an EXP, even though she's not a real estate agent. And I'm like, why did I think of that? Anyway,
I
good
am
job.
now.
Good job, Bird. Good job. I'm so excited about this. I've known she's the real deal. She's authentic. She is, I mean, she's got the street cred. You can look at her resume and all the I didn't know you did that movie though. That's really interesting. I'll have
It's
to watch that.
Yes.
But my question, I'm so glad we got to connect over dinner last time I was in LA. You just have so much just being yourself, and yet you're very polished as well. So my question is, if when I shoot, I don't have any problem being on camera. I kind of shoot Blair Witch style with my camera. Hey, I'm doing this and I'm that, and here I'm at 123 Main Street, and this is, you know, all that great stuff. My challenge is, like, whoever was on just before, Tanya, I think her name was, said she wasn't posting because she's got a ton of video content in her phone, but it's not online. Man, she took the words right out of my mouth. I've done the same thing because I feel like my, you know, like I said, Blair Witch project compared to someone who's polished, you know, I'm like, my production value sucks. I don't have the hashtags or the metadata, you know, to post and get seen. How can you help someone like me, beyond the obvious that I need a ton of help, but specifically when it comes to real estate in these videos?
So will this course help that kind of challenge, Tanya?
Now, you mean you have a bunch of videos that are in that you haven't posted, or you mean, right? I mean, you can post them, right? So, but what this does is it just gives you the courage to post them and to know that it's not all about being perfect and saying the right thing. But I love actually what you do, Tom, because you do go guerrilla all over the place with your, you know, different videos, and that's a part of it. Like that's
Guerrilla.
And I wasn't talking about you earlier, Tom, just so you know.
I know, and I love the hat backwards. This is me. I wear the hat backwards when I work out, and sometimes even in the office. But Tanya, more to the point, I think I need some tips on editing, because I can do it, you know, one take, maybe two takes, and it's not bad. It's just I want to get better at it. I don't want to just be the same way all the time. I want to have a little bit of production value, so people go, you know, actually want to stay and watch. And you know, do the editing, the how to post, all that kind of stuff. I also need to batch my shooting so that I can shoot in one day. I'm really good at picking up a camera at an open house or a showing and just say, wow, this is great, you know, and posting that. I've got that. It's just I need to up my game as far as production value and things like that. So not the confidence to shoot it.
You're in luck.
Yeah, I mean,
special for you today.
I mean, look, there's only so much I can teach in 4 weeks. That's the honest truth. This course went from 12 weeks to 4 weeks, and I'm giving you, like, I'm basically giving it for free just because I love Randy and I want to help people. My heart is in helping people. But there is only so much that I can do in 4 weeks. But when it comes to the editing, yes, I teach basic editing, but it just, like, once you learn the basic editing of any platform, so I start people off with the app called InShot. Okay. And then we go from there, because once you learn the language and you learn the little icons and you learn this and that, you learn the basics of it, then you can start learning how to do other things that are more advanced. But really with editing, once you learn the basics, and I teach you the basics, you really have to spend time in learning the platform. And if you have questions, then we'll discuss it in the Facebook page, or we'll go over and I'll do a little video. Okay, so you guys are asking about blah, 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 blah. So then I'll record a video and I'll put it up. I'll answer your questions, you know. But when I do the basic editing class part of it, I do it very slow. People can ask questions, because when you're learning it off of the internet or YouTube or whatever, it can go very fast. Like, a lot of these people are, you know, they're 25 years old teaching, and I don't know, but my brain doesn't work that fast. So I need it slower. And so I teach it slow.
Right. So it sounds like you do different formats for each format content, like one way for YouTube, one way for Instagram, one way for TikTok, depending on whether it's a long form or short form, or, you know, what platform.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you guys this, to work the algorithm, if you want more views and more likes on your posts, you have to pretty much edit within the app, and every app is different. But if
Mhm.
you take InShot, which is an app outside of the social media platforms, that's InShot is like, it's like any other editing tool, and you edit your videos, that's okay, but it might not it's going to look great, and you use that for some of your videos. But if you really want to hook into the algorithm, you're going to want to use the editing platform on each of those different platforms.
Interesting. I did
Wow.
not.
Yeah,
That's
there's
great
so many
insight.
tips, you guys. Like,
I didn't know that either.
That's worth the price of admission right there, because I did not think about it that way.
yeah, they want you to use hashtags. They
Oh,
they
yeah.
definitely want you to edit within the platform. Use as many of those little features, like when it comes to location, like add your location, tag people. Like they really want you to do as much as you can. I know TikTok right now, you know how people have like the background where they're like going like this, and they have like a crazy background, and then they're commenting on the background. So
Yeah.
that's something right now that TikTok is really kind of hooking people into the algorithm.
Interesting. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
And
Thank
I'm
you.
not really, I don't really use TikTok that much, but you know, and a lot of it, you guys, really is your own performance in these videos. That's what's ultimately, it's not about the editing. You don't even have to have any editing, but if you have a really good video and you're really coming across charismatic and all these other things, they're going to watch, you know?
Yeah. Thank you for that. Debbie, yes, ma'am.
Actually, Tom asked a lot of my questions because it was sort of the same thing. And thank you so much for this, Tanya. I remember you back from Sell This House. I was addicted to all of those shows when I first got into real estate. But so the program is really all encompassing. But I find too, with not only the editing piece of it and just posting this stuff, overcoming, but also not feeling present sometimes when you want to document things. Like we just had our EXPCon event down in Miami, and you know, you see all these people doing these posts, but then you're not present when you're always trying to take pictures and do things and think of videos. Do you have anything, do you address in the course with that as well? And then the second piece was just the wardrobe and branding piece. That seems to be a really cool part of what you're offering.
Yeah, well, if I know that that's what you guys really want, I'll make that a bigger part of it. So it's very interesting. Like I said, I only have 4 classes, so like live classes, right? And then the rest I'm going to try and get recorded and put them in the Facebook, where it's all kinds of information tailored for you. But when it comes to like being present, I totally know what you're saying. And it's something that we all suffer from, at least those of us who actually want to be present. And so one of the things that I do, so at an event like EXP, right? I'll partner up with a friend of mine and be like, okay, you record this part because I need to listen. I'll record the next part. Like it's really about partnering and then sharing the videos. You know what I mean? And also you don't always want to be the one recording because you want to be in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but really that's just, it's really, that's one of the only ways to do it. Because if you
it's a balance.
It's a balance. It's finding balance. Yeah.
I saw this video, it totally impacted me, and it was at a golf tournament, and there was probably 20 people around the green watching Tiger Woods or somebody. And there was like 18 people had their cameras up. And then there's one old lady right in the middle that just had her arms crossed, and she was smiling, and she was just absolutely in that moment. And that's really what we're talking about here, right? There's that balance between being present for the people you're with and also capturing that moment. And I think a lot of people are capturing the moment for the wrong reasons. They're capturing the moment not to live it with their family or their loved ones or their spouses. They're doing it to look good to somebody else that doesn't even care about them, right? Yeah. So that's the challenge with social media as I see it and through my lens. But yeah, well, totally. We're getting towards the end of the time here. Tanya, I really appreciate you being here today. We had a great group, almost 80 people on the call. You know, so number one, if you could put that screen up with the discount, and by the way, I'm going to do it. I'll tell you right now that if anybody buys this for what we ridiculously did at $197, if you don't get 1,000% value out of it, I personally will refund your money personally. If you just privately say, Randy, I appreciate it, but that wasn't for me, personally refund your money because I believe in it that much. And I appreciate what Tanya's doing for us. So we have the coupon code there. You can scan that. You're going to get it for $197 if you're in this group, whether you're in my organization or not. I know we had a couple guests and stuff, but if you're in this, we'll honor it for everybody. Tanya said she would do that. I appreciate that. Likely, this is like a $6,000 program in the 12-week program. The idea of this is to give you value and have you kind of dip your toe into this belief that you can do much better. This is kind of that introductory into Tanya's world. And then if you see value, you can move on from that and do other courses and classes. And I'd pay that much just to get in her circle. Brent Gove paid 250 grand to get in an inner circle this weekend. And he's showing me the messages of people he's private texting. I'm like, that's worth 250 grand. That's worth 250 grand. It's unbelievable. This is about proximity and getting in a circle, in my opinion.
Yeah, this was, I mean, I did this for you, Randy, too, and for everybody that's within EXP. So,
We
yeah,
appreciate
and I love what I do. I love doing this. So it's makes me happy too. So
it. Yeah, I love it.
yeah. And again, remember it's 4 weeks. And then if you decide to, so I think the next 4 weeks is going to be in January, and that will be, it's going to be a little different. So it's inexpensive enough for people to want to join, you know, monthly if you feel like, and
Oh, I love it.
yeah.
So just a couple quick chats. Awesome call. I already signed up. This is awesome. Thank you so much. I signed up. Can't wait to learn. Thank you for the added value. One question here. What's the average time that you should, how long should a video be to keep the viewer attention, right? So it depends on the platforms. And I know we're getting towards the end of the call. I don't want to take too much time.
So I am not a social media expert. I want you guys to know that. I have social media experts that come in and answer all those questions. But what I do know quite a bit though. And what I do know is that every platform, like what you said, Randy, is different. So I know TikTok they favor longer videos, Instagram shorter, but it also depends. Are you posting on your main page? Are you posting, is it a story? Is it a reel? Like everyone is different. Some of them don't even allow you to go longer than 30 seconds or a minute. So it all depends on whatever you're creating. And then YouTube loves longer videos. You know, I just keep
8 minutes and beyond.
8 minutes and beyond, it all depends. So, but it's all stuff that we discuss, that we talk about. And if I feel like that's a section that you guys really want, I'll have on again, Christopher Mackin, who's literally going viral right now. Like he's getting 30,000 new people liking his social media in like a day or a week. I'm not sure, but it's pretty crazy.
It's crazy. The other day, Kirsty goes, "Is this Christopher?" And he had makeup on, and I'm like, okay, that's his jam, right? But he is crushing it.
He's crushing.
I think he's crushing it because of Tanya.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I think he's crushing.
Take the credit. Take the credit. I threw a fish in for you. Take the credit.
We've been friends for a long time, so it was really nice to see the progression. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being part of the EXP family. And I'm sure we'll see you at the events, and make sure you reach out. But get in this program. Like I said, it's like almost free. And I hate doing pitches to the team about buying things and stuff. But when I asked Tanya, she's like, I do this for free. So we made it just about as free as we possibly could.
Yeah,
so if you see value, get in it. We appreciate you.
Can you post the code again?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You can leave that on the screen. I'll leave the Zoom on for a minute or two as people kind of wrap up. And yeah, we just really appreciate you being here and adding value.
That's better.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This is better than me getting 77 texts asking for what the code is.
No, I made one for you. It's good.
Yeah, thank you. By the way, this is recorded. We'll have it in the Atomic Habits Facebook page very shortly. We'll also put it into some of the other group pages, the Birdhouse group, all that stuff. So you'll see this, and we're offering it to the organization. And any guests that you want to invite, you're welcome to do that. So it's all good, man. One big happy family. Matter of fact, from an agent attraction perspective, this might be a great thing as a value add to send to one of your prospects that you're talking to about some of the things we do.
So Randy, may I ask that question? If we have people in our downline or people we're talking to, can we offer this special to them?
Yes.
Yes.
Because of this call, yes.
Yes.
Okay. And I have another question that may be stupid, but I had to get on my phone today because we're having internet issues. So I can't scan it because I'm on my phone. So how do I do that?
So
okay.
Do you have a link?
I can send Randy, I can send you the link. Can I
Would
get
you send me the link?
Yeah.
Take a picture with your phone.
That's what I did.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Here's a hack. You take a picture with your phone and then email it to yourself.
Yeah.
So you can display it on your laptop, and then take with your phone, do the QR code from there.
Perfect. I have another phone too. I thought about doing that. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You bet. And if you have a problem, just workplace chat or text me. Everybody's got my number. we'll make sure you
I'll
get it
send you
taken
guys
care
the
of.
link. So if you can't find it, Randy will
Yeah.
have the link. He'll
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
problem.
send him an email. Yeah, and he'll have the link. And you don't.
Well, thank you. We have almost 50 people that waited, been with us for a full hour. We appreciate you. Thank
Okay,
you so much. Thank you for being here, Tanya. And
Yeah,
we love and appreciate you. Thank you for your contribution.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Randy.
Great
Bye,
stuff.
everybody.
Thanks, Randy. Thanks,
Thank
Tanya.
you,
Bye.
Randy.
Good to
Thank
see
you.
guys.
My pleasure, everybody.
Bye,
Have a
everybody.
great day. Crush the week. Crush it on camera.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Mwah.
See you later, everybody.
Thank
Bye.
you.
All right.
See ya.
Bye for now.